Hi everyone, it's Giselle, and I am sitting out on my lanai today because it's a beautiful day, and I have a beautiful fountain out here that just love the sound of it. And I'm going to try to adjust my camera so that it doesn't look so dark because the light is coming in from behind. I'm going to try to keep it so that you can actually see a little bit of that beautiful fountain back there. Okay, and then also so that it can focus on me with the proper kind of lighting. So just bear with me here a little bit. All right, so now today I am going to be going through the remainder of the lessons, not all of them, but a few more of them, because we started last week on the abusive relationship materials that I actually have a 10-step course that takes you through ways to get out of a destructive relationship. Now, I wanted to remind you that destructive relationships do not necessarily mean romantic relationships alone. You can be in a destructive relationship with parents, with children, with coworkers, with friends, or lots of different situations. As a matter of fact, I'm even going to go so far as to say that you can be in a destructive relationship within yourself, meaning that there are things that you're doing that are actually holding you back from being the best that you can be and from achieving the things that are very important to you. And sometimes we don't understand why we don't gain the things that we're looking to gain or get to the places that we want to get to. And it's because we have these, unfortunately, we have these things that are held in our subconscious mind that will not let us go. And it leads us into all kinds of destructive behavior patterns. So I'm going to take you through the rest, some of the other lessons today. We did lessons 1 through 4. And again, as I said, I only went through them very briefly. They were not totally comprehensive instructional lessons that would teach you everything. I just briefly touched on things to let you know what you can do, hopefully, to help yourself. So today's lesson will be number 5, 6, and 7, and maybe 8 if we have enough time to go into it. So lesson number 5 is called Banishing the Agonizing Pain with Healing, Rituals, and Spirituality. Now, believe it or not, if you have ever, maybe you have or maybe you haven't, but if you've ever done some kind of a healing ritual, you may or may not have found it to be extremely helpful, but I can tell you that if you take a certain thing, you do it repeatedly, that is of a healing nature, it will definitely have an effect for you because it goes into your reality and it makes certain energy levels change for you. So this module, the lesson number 5, shows you that we are divine beings and that we have so much energy inside of us, but we need to uncover it and let it go in order for it to be something that's going to be helpful for us. When you're in a bad relationship of any sort, you can do certain things that will bring you out of it. One of the things that I did when I was in a very destructive relationship in my life was a very healing candle ritual. It was extremely simple, but very, very profound. In fact, it was so profound that I decided to devote a whole chapter, or rather a whole lesson, just on that healing ritual. And there are others too that you can do. What I did was take 2 candles. One candle I lit, and the one candle that I lit, I recited certain things that were of a very healing nature, but letting go of negative energy that was in my life. Then I lit another candle, blew that first one out, lit another candle, and then brought in other affirmations to bring in total empowerment through the lighting of that second candle. And of course, it was a little bit more elaborate than what I'm telling you right now, but it was totally profound. I did it for less than a week, and I started to see some amazing changes happening. And call it power of suggestion, power of your mind, whatever you want to call it. All I can say is it really started to work for me. So I wanted to give you that in this course because it was a profound experience for me. So now we're going to go on to the next lesson, and the next lesson is lesson number 6. Now, lesson number 6 is called Stop Tap Dancing for Love and Start Tapping into Real Power. Okay, so what does tap dancing for love mean? If you've ever seen someone tap dancing, you know it is a very vigorous form of dance. It's really energetic. It's totally high-powered, and it's great. However, it takes a lot of energy. And if you go into something like tap dancing and you don't give yourself the proper conditioning for it or the proper breaks, or if you have a teacher that is overbearing and that wants you to just continue on and on and on without breaking, well, it can really be very, very, very destructive for your body and very strenuous, and it's hard to do. So what I call tap dancing for love is very similar. Sometimes we want things that are elusive or that are not good for us. And what we wind up doing is we wind up working so hard for it that we wind up self-destructing. What I want you to learn through this lesson and through this course is how to stop working so hard for something that is not serving you, and how to start tapping into real power. There's something called universal energy. When we start learning about universal energy and how to tap into that power, that brings us into a whole other area where we learn that the less you work, the more you gain. The less you go into something that's totally strenuous and hard, and you have to strive for it, and you've got to, break your back for it, the less you do that, the better it is. When you start bringing ease into your life, that universal energy will start to bring in exactly what you're looking for. So it is a very in-depth lesson that we go into, how to stop tap dancing for love and start tapping into real power. Okay, so now the next one will be lesson number 7. And lesson number 7 is actually something that you may not have thought of before, but it's called Feed Your Body to Heal. When I say feed your body to heal, I really mean feed your body. And I mean feeding your body with the right kind of nourishment. So look at it this way. When you're in a destructive relationship of any kind, whether it is just, like I said, relationship or any other kind of relationship, something that's disempowering you, if you don't have the right kind of nourishment, your brain cannot function properly. So your brain needs the right kind of nourishment, and so does your body. Your body and your brain needs nourishment, and the right kind of nourishment in order to stay strong, to get more powerful, to be able to make the right kind of decisions. So what we do in this particular lesson is go through how to bring in the right kind of nourishment. Now, it isn't necessarily a course in nutrition because I don't really give you diets or anything like that, but it is more awareness on food choices that we start to go into. We start to open up our mind to looking at what we're doing and noticing how we're eating and noticing how we're taking maybe binge eating and making it self-soothe us. As a result of the destructive eating patterns, we will either overeat and gain weight, or we will actually undereat and not get nourishment and start to feel depleted. So this happens a lot in life when we go through our relationships that are destructive. We wind up not eating properly. So we just go through some simple rules, simple guidelines, but it is very profound. We go into a lot of different steps that are going to bring you to a place of much more positive choices for eating, and you may even wind up losing weight the right way or gaining the right weight without overeating. Very powerful stuff here, so it's important to learn this. All right, now the next one, I am going to go into lesson 8 briefly. Now lesson 8 is very detailed and very comprehensive, but I'm going to give you just an overview. It is called The Power of the Subconscious Mind and Positive Self-Talk. The subconscious mind is extremely powerful. What happens is our subconscious mind has been storing things that have been happening to us since we are able to, since we've been able to think, basically. And what happens is we have brought in many belief systems that sometimes are not serving you very well. And what happens is later on in life, even though you may not be aware of it, the things that we have brought in that were destructive and not beneficial for you are going to manifest. What we do here is we start to understand how the positive thinking will help change the subconscious mind, and positive self-talk will start bringing you out of that destructive situation. What we do here is we start to realize that there are layers, okay? And underneath the layers of the thought is the conscious mind. We have the subconscious mind and then the conscious mind. The conscious mind is what we're using on a daily basis. Subconscious mind is actually allowing your conscious mind to make the choices that it's making. So we start to learn that awareness is going to start to transform you. We have a lot of different exercises that we go through and steps for achieving more control of your subconscious mind. And it is really amazing how you start learning how to change things through learning how your subconscious mind works. Okay, so we go through things that I don't want to go too detailed right now because it will take a long time to give you information, but visualization, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it is really, really powerful. We go into stream of consciousness writing. We go into ways to build your empowerment. So lesson number 8 is a wonderful, super lesson. And as I said, I'm not going to go too detailed with it, but it starts to really supercharge you. I'm not going into lessons 9 and 10 right now. They are much more detailed, and it will take a lot longer to go into it. And those are going to be in another video, which I'm really super excited to bring you. In fact, I may not even wait until next week to give them to you. But we'll have to see how my own week goes and how much time I have. But when you get into lessons 9 and 10, that's where we're going to start seeing some amazing miracles happening in your life. So again, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the sound of my fountain out there. Thank God we didn't have too many distractions with external noises, but we had a beautiful sound of the fountain today. So again, I wanted to remind you to bring in as much brilliance as possible into your own life, because that's going to become you, and that you can give that out into the world. And that is what's really, really necessary today in our world, because the world really needs you and your powerful self. So again, I will see you soon with your next video on the ways to get out of self-destruction. Okay, namaste. Thank you, everybody.